Hello students, I am Hasmutullah from GK Jain School. Today we are going to see the next part of banking system, right? In the banking system, what we have seen in our previous classes, that we have saw about the commercial bank, how the commercial bank take place and what are the various features, procedure and tools for commercial bank we have saw, right? So we have saw the various rules, regulations about the commercial bank. We have seen how this bank are being effective. All these things in. Today we are going to see central bank. In any country, whether it's a developed country, underdeveloped country, developing country, or whether it's a ruled of under anyone, central bank plays a very effective and very important role. How? This central bank means, let's see what is the meaning of central bank. An institution which manages state currency, money supply and interest. So, any institution, any place which manages the three most important aspects. State currency, which means a country currency circulation, the circulation of a money, the circulation of a currency, or the manufacturing of a currency, you can say like this. This can be done with the help of central bank. When there is a central bank, they will be the in charge for the preparation or the creation of money, state currency, money supply, and the supply of money, in the channelization of money, which place, which part of country will go the money, which industry needs the money, and what kind of various effect to the given to the stock exchanges. All this effect will be done, money supply. And the interest, the rate of interest will be fixed for the various purposes. That is done by the central bank. An institution which manages the three important things. First, state currency, money supply and the interest rate, plus oversees the commercial banking system in a respective country, and they are the responsible person, or they are the one who controls, they are the one who manages, they are the one who frames the policy and procedure of commercial bank. Those banking system is known as central bank. In a simple one, central bank are those bank who sees the creation of money of any country, or who sees the and who checks the, who are the responsible for the supply of the money in the country. This is the bank who fixes the interest rate. This is the bank who is the manager, who is the controller, who is the creator, and all the policy, procedure, rules for the commercial bank in any country. Those bank is a central bank. Commonly, this bank is also known as Reserve Bank or Monetary Authority. Why it is called Reserve Bank? Why it is called Monetary Authority? Reserve means it is have the all necessary powers. Monetary Authority, the money related all authorities with them. They can issue the money, they can manufacture it in the simple way. They are the one who creates the money. How much the money is needed in a country? Who decides? It's a central bank. Simple way I will tell you. Central bank are those banks who manages a state currency, which means they will be the one who issue the currencies. Supply of money in the every part of the world, every part of the country, the money supply should go, and fixes the interest rate, plus manages, controls the effective commercial bank aspect. That is what we call central bank. It is also known as Reserve Bank and Monetary Authority. This is the basic information about the central bank, right? Let's see what is Reserve Bank of India. As an Indian, our bank is Reserve Bank, RBI. We all know. RBI कहता है. We have always heard this slogan or dialogue in the TV. RBI कहता है. What is this RBI? Reserve Bank of India. The father of all bank, the mother of all bank in India is Reserve Bank of India. That you can say. The bank which decides the every banking policies, every banking procedure, every banking guidelines, that is RBI. The bank who is responsible for the creation of money in India, RBI. The bank who decides the banking all norms, rules, regulation in India, that is RBI. The bank which deals with all the banking policies, guidelines, and they are the one who frames the guidelines. They are the one who says that all the banking, whether it's State Bank of India, whether it's Punjab National Bank of India, whether ICICI Bank, any bank which is there from the Jammu Kashmir to Kanyakumari, from the Gujarat to the Arunachal Pradesh, every banking sector in a country has to follow the guidelines, has to follow the decorum of Reserve Bank of India. So the Central Bank of India is what? It's a Reserve Bank of India. What we have named it? Reserve Bank of India. What it does? The creation of Indian rupees. It is done by RBI. The supply of Indian money in the Indian market, in the global market, done by Reserve Bank of India. The interest rate on various things, the bank charges, the interest on loan, interest on borrowing, interest on lending, all this will be decided by Reserve Bank of India. Every commercial bank who is there in the business, who is there in the play, will be held, will be controlled, will be monitored, will be examined by the Reserve Bank of India. So the Reserve Bank of India is the sole authority to decide all the banking facility, to decide all banking sector activity in a country, in our country. That is what we call Reserve. Let's see how this Reserve Bank of India came into a play. We have total 3 segregation: history, administration, and function. With the help of this, we can understand the various things about Reserve Bank of India. First, let's see the history. Let's go back to the history when it was created, when it was formed, when it came into existence. Formed on April 1st, 1935 with RBI Act 1934. So, in the era of British period, they have given a law, an act of RBI Amendment Act. RBI, Reserve Bank of India Amendment Act, in the year 1934, and it was formed. The bank was formed on April 1st of 1935. So, in the period of British period, what happened? A law was passed, a act was passed, the RBI Amendment Act of 1935. Under those rules and regulations, the bank was formed on April 1st, 1935. That bank is Reserve Bank of India. You know the formation? What is the formation? It was formed under the RBI Amendment Act of 1934, and it came into play. The bank established in the year 1st April of 1935, right? Nationalized on Jan 1, 1949, fully owned by Government of India, GOI. So, this bank was nationalized. What is nationalized? It came into the fully control of this bank was with the hand of government when in the year 1949, on January 1, 1949, this bank was fully owned, controlled by the Government of India. The headquarters was in Kolkata. Before independence, the Kolkata was Calcutta. So the headquarters were at Calcutta. It moved to Mumbai in the year 1937. In the year 1937, it moved from Kolkata to Mumbai. Next, Osborne Smith. Osborne Smith was the first governor of RBI. So history, we have this history. What is the history? It was formed with the Act of 1934, Act of RBI Amendment. Formed in the year 1935 of 1st of April, right? Nationalized in the year 1949, fully controlled by the Government of India. Headquarters was at Calcutta, is moved on into Mumbai in the year 1937. Osborne Smith was the first governor of RBI. Okay? Let's move on to the administrative side. What are the administration function now? Administrative structure of RBI. Regulator or controller of all the banks. As I told you, every bank from the Jammu Kashmir to the Kanyakumari to Gujarat to Arunachal Pradesh, every bank that is a part of India, that comes under India, our Indian government, Indian rules, Indian policies, they are the controller. Who is the controller then? Then the Reserve Bank of India is the controller for all the banks. Whether it's State Bank of India, whether it's Punjab National, whether it's Indian Bank, whether ICICI Bank, whether it's a regional bank, Allahabad, Corporation Bank, every bank which is there in the country is controlled by, it's regulated by, it's monitored by, it's examined by the Reserve Bank of India. Easy? Next one. Called as lender of last resort. Called as lender of last resort. So, when you have lose the hope of getting the money, you are so much of in bankrupt, you are in the very much debt, no one is helping you, so the RBI is the last hope for you. That's the name is there, lender of last resort. They will come into your rescue at the last. You can go to RBI, you can get the help from the RBI. It has four governors. It has one governor, four deputy governor, and the central board of director. It has one governor, four deputy governor, and it has one central board member. All are appointed by the government of India. Everyone, even the governor, deputy governor, and the committee members, all are appointed by the government of India. Easy? Next one. Let's see some of the functions. Right? This RBI plays a vital role, and the various functions of RBI we'll see in the next class in a detailed way. Just have a glance function. What is the most important factors or the most important function by RBI? Number one, issues currency. RBI is the sole authority of issuing the currency. So RBI is the one who issues the currency. Any money that has to be created, has to be issued, whether it's a 2000 rupees note, whether it's a 500 rupees note, 200 rupees note, 100 rupees note, 50 rupees note, 20 rupees note, 10 rupees note, every currency will be issued by the Reserve Bank of India. So Reserve Bank of India are the sole owner. They are the controller of the issue of currency. No one in a country is eligible to do the issue of currency. Not even the Prime Minister of a country, not even the President of a country, no one. Every banking aspect or any issue of currency solely depends upon the central bank, that is Reserve Bank of India. Bankers to the government. And example, if I am a person, a single person, a general public person, I need a money, I can go to the bank and get the money. But when the government need money, from whom it go? Where it should go? So the government will go to the Reserve Bank of India. So this RBI is the banker to the government, It gives the banking facilities to government. All the banking aspect, monetary policies and interest rate, fixed rate, depositing rate, all these things will be decided by the government, Reserve Bank of India. And they are work as a government, banker to the government, and it acts as a banker to the government. It is the government's bank, right? Next one, regulators of Indian banking system, and they are the one who regulates, they are the one who controls, they are the one who manages every single, even a single 0.% banking activities there in India, that will be fully owned, controlled, examined by the Reserve Bank of India. All the banking system from the top to the bottom, from A to Z, every banking system will be monitored, will be settled, will be seen, or will be examined by the Reserve Bank of India. Next one, custodian of forex, and this Reserve Bank of India is also plays a vital role. It's a major player in the custodian of forex. What is forex? That is foreign currency aspect. All these things can be done by. For example, you have a dollar, you have all the other currency. Custodian is with the RBI. RBI is the person who are responsible for all the custodian of forex. Last, controller of credit. And RBI are the one who are the controller of the credit. All the credit facilities. Whether it's an interest rate, whether it's a commission rate, whether it's every aspect which has the credit accountability, that will be done, that will be controlled, that will be managed by the Reserve Bank of India. So we can see that Reserve Bank of India plays a very important role in the banking sector. Without Reserve Bank of India, non-banking sector can do anything by their own. If State Bank of India says that every bank holder should have at least 20,000 rupees in a bank, it's a guidelines by the Reserve Bank of India. Without the consent of Reserve Bank of India, SBI cannot decide anything. So Reserve Bank of India plays a vital role, and it's a main party. It's the one who controls the entire banking system in a country. Here is some of the few points, let's see, of RBI. RBI has 22 regional offices. How many regional offices we have? We have around 29 states. We have 29 states in India. Out of 29 states and 7 Union territory, how much? 22 regional offices we have. We have in Chennai, we have in Ahmedabad, we have in Mumbai, and we have in Kolkata, we have in Delhi. So everywhere, especially in the capital of the state, we have the regional offices of RBI. So RBI has around 22 regional offices that is there, especially situated in the capital of any state. Okay. RBI has interest loan on reserve. RBI has given the interest on reserve around 3.35%. Interest on reserve, how much it is given? 3.35%. And it is 100% state monopoly. What does that mean? Fully owned and controlled by the government. RBI is fully owned and controlled by the government. Next one. Bank rate. What is the bank rate of RBI? RBI has fixed the bank rate 4%. What is the bank rate? 4%. RBI has fixed the bank rate 4%. This is a sign of money issued by the RBI. Sign of money. Every note, every currency, every coins will have this note. Founded in the year 2012. Right? So this is the note. This is the design pattern. It is a both combination of this R and this R. Ra. The combination of both is this Ra. The combination of both is this Ra. So this is the symbol of currency. Everywhere, every note you will have it. At the last, it has the governor, Shaktikant Das. Present governor is Shaktikant Das, and the deputy governor we have BP Kanagu, Mahesh Kumar Jain.